structure of electronic devices and circuits. Here we'll discuss tuned amplifier. So single tuned capacitive coupled amplifier, as you can see from the circuit diagram itself. In the emitter section, a tank circuitry, that is where the capacitor in parallel with the inductor is there, is used as a tuned amplifier. So single tuned multi-stage amplifier circuit uses one parallel tuned circuit as a load in each stage with tuned circuits in all stages tuned. So here it is R1 R2 are the biasing resistors. So here it is the tuned circuitry. So this is the equivalent circuit of single tuned amplifier. You can see here the equivalent circuitry CBE dash, and this is CB dash C, RB dash C in parallel with the. So this is being connected to the next stage. Here, somewhat simplified version of this particular tuned circuitry is shown over here, where RO is 1 upon HOE. This is C equivalent, and this is CI. Here CI and C equivalent represent input and output circuit capacitance respectively. They can be given as CI is CBE plus CBE1 minus A, where A is the voltage gain of the amplifier. C equivalent is CBC A minus 1 upon A plus C, where C is the tuned circuit capacitance. So the GCE is represented by as the output resistance of current generator GM-VBE. So GC is equal to 1 upon RCE, that is HOE minus GM into HRE, that is approximately equal to HOE, that is equal to 1 upon RO. Here is the L plus R admittance of the series combination of R is given as Y is equal to 1 upon R plus J omega L. So multiplying the numerator and denominator by the complex conjugate, here over we get this square, R upon R square plus omega square minus J omega L upon R square plus omega square L square. So simplifying it, we get Rp is equal to R square plus omega square L square upon R, and Lp is equal to R square plus omega square L square upon omega square L. So the center frequency or resonant frequency is given by Fr 1 upon 2 pi under root Lp into C equivalent, where Lp is the this value, that is R square plus omega square L square upon omega square L. And C equivalent can be given as CBE A minus 1 upon A plus C, that is equal to C naught plus C. Therefore, C equivalent is the sum of transistor output capacitance and the tuned circuit capacitance. Quality factor. The quality factor of a coil at a resonant is given by omega R L upon R, where omega is the center frequency or the resonant frequency. This quality factor is also called unloaded Q, but in practice, transistor output resistance and input resistance of the next stage act as a load for the tuned circuit. The quality factor including load is called as loaded Q. It can be followed as the Q factor. The Q of the coil is usually large, so that omega L is much greater than R in the frequency range if operating. So we can write Rp, R square plus omega square upon R, and this can be simplified like this. If omega square upon R is much higher than 1, so this can be neglected. We can write rightly omega square upon R. We can also write from equation 1, equation 5. So that is approximately equal to L. If Lp will be approximately equal to L, is omega L is much higher than R. So we can express at resonance frequency Rp can be expressed as omega R square L square upon R. That is omega R QR into L, where QR is the omega R into L upon R. So QR can be expressed in terms of Rp, that is Rp upon omega R L. So the effective quality factor including load can be calculated using the simplified equivalent circuit for tuned amplifier. That is the simple this equivalent is Lp is equal to R. The RT is nothing but RO parallel Rp parallel Ri. So effective quality factor will be susceptance of inductance L or capacitance C upon conductance of shunt resistance RT, that is RT upon omega RL or omega RC equivalent RT. So voltage gain can also be expressed in terms of this. So where del is the fraction variation in the resonant frequency, so AV at resonance minus GM RBE upon RBB plus RBE into RT. So the magnitude AB upon AB at resonance is nothing but 1 upon under root 1 plus 2 del Q effective square. The 3 dB bandwidth of single tube amplifier is given by del f 1 upon 2 pi RTC equivalent omega r upon 2 pi Q effective, where Q effective is omega r RT into C equivalent, that is FR upon Q effective, because omega r is equal to 2 pi FR. Now double tuned amplifier, you can see there are two stages, this and this. There will be two stages for that. So here voltage developed because the tuned circuit is coupled inductively to another circuit. Both tuned circuits are tuned to the same frequency. The double tuned circuit can provide a bandwidth of several percent of the resonant frequency and gives steep sides to the response curve. So here are the equivalent circuits for double tuned amplifier. It is given over here. This is L1, L2, R1, R2, and this is C1, C2. Here you can see it is further reduced as L1 minus M, L2 minus M, R2 to C2, and V0. So in simplified equivalent circuit, the series and parallel resistance are combined into series elements. So this can be written as Rp is equal to omega square L square upon R, that is R is equal to omega square L square upon Rp, where R represents series resistance and Rp represents the parallel resistance. Therefore, you can write R11 and R12 in this way. In the simplified circuit, the current source is replaced by the voltage source, which is now in series with the C1. It also shows the effect of mutual inductance on primary and secondary sides. We know that Q is equal to omega R L upon R. Therefore, Q factor of the usual tanks are given as Q1 for the first will be omega R L1 upon R11 and Q2 is equal to omega R L2 upon R22. So usually the Q factor for both circuits are kept same. So therefore Q1 will be Q2 is equal to Q, and resonant frequency can be given as omega square R is equal to 1 upon L1 C1 is equal to 1 upon L2 C2. So therefore the output voltage can be given as 1 upon omega R C2 minus 1 upon omega G upon omega R C2 into I2. To calculate V0 upon Vi, it is necessary to represent I2 in terms of V1. For this we have to find the transfer admittance Yt. For this circuit the transfer can be given as shown. So here Yt is given I2 upon V1, and it can be simplified as Zf upon Zf square minus Zi Z dot plus Zi. So Zf is given in J omega R M, and Zi is R1 upon J omega L1 minus 1 upon omega C2. So the equations Zf, Zi, Zo plus Zl can be further simplified as shown below. That is Zf is equal to J omega R M, J omega R K under root L1 L2, where K is the coupling coefficient. So the multiplying numerator denominator by omega R L1 for Zi, we reduce it to omega R L1 Q plus 1 plus J 2 Q del. So Z dot plus Zl will be R22 plus J omega L2 minus 1 upon omega C2. So Z plus Z will be written as omega R L2 Q plus 1 plus J2 del. Then Yt can be simplified. It can be simplified, and substituting the value of I2 Vi into Yt, we get gain AV V0 upon Vi in this form. So taking the magnitude in equation 4, we will get this particular equation. So the frequency deviation at which the gain peaks occur can be found by maximizing the equation. So substituting is equal to 0. So universal response of the curve for double tuned amplifier with KQ as a parameter can be shown over here. Two gain peaks in the frequency response of the double tuned amplifier can be given as the frequencies F1 and F2. So this is AD, AP, and at K square Q square is equal to 1, that is K equal to 1 over Q, F1 is equal to F2 is equal to FR, this is equal to critical coupling. So at K is greater than 1 upon Q, the circuit is overcoupled, and the response shows the double of the peak. The gain magnitude at peak is given as mod of AP Gm omega 0 under root L1 L2 KQ upon 2, and the gain at dip that del is equal to 0 is given by this equation. So the ratio of peak gain and dip gain is noted by gamma and is represented the magnitude of the ripple in the current in the gain curve. So using the quadratic equation and choosing positive sign, we get KQ is equal to gamma plus under root gamma square h. So the bandwidth between the frequencies at which AT is bandwidth of the double tuned interval is given as 2 del del, that is under root 2 F2 minus F1. So at 3 dB bandwidth, del is equal to under root 2, sorry, gamma is equal to under root 2. So we can substitute the value of gamma over here, and 3 dB bandwidth will get the value 3.1 FR upon Q. We know that the 3 dB bandwidth for single tune amplifier is 2 FR upon Q. Therefore, the 3 dB bandwidth provided by double tune amplifier, that is 3.1 upon FRQ that we have just proved, is substantially greater than 3 dB bandwidth of the single tune amplifier. Compared to the single tune amplifier, the double tune amplifier possesses a flatter response having steeper sides, providing large 3 dB bandwidth and provides large gain bandwidth product. So, effect of cascading single tuned amplifier on bandwidth. In order to obtain a high overall gain, several identical stages of tuned amplifier can be used in cascade. The overall gain is the product of the voltage gain of the individual stages. Consider n stage of single tuned direct coupled amplifiers connected in cascade to each other. They are connected to each other. And we know that the relative gain of single tuned amplifier with respect to the gain at resonant frequency FR is given as AV upon AV at resonance, that we have just proved 1 upon √1 plus 2 del QF square. Therefore, the gain for n stage cascade amplifier becomes this raised to n, that is will be n by 2. So the 3 dB frequencies for the n stage cascade amplifier can be found by equating this to 1 upon √2, equating this equation 1 upon √2 and simplifying it, we get 2 del Q effective is equal to plus minus under root 1 upon 2 raised to 1 upon n minus 1. Substituting del for the fractional frequency variation, is del is equal to omega minus omega r upon omega, that is f minus fr upon fr. Substituting this equation in the above equation, we get f minus fr is equal to plus minus fr upon 2 Q effective under root 2 raised to 1 upon n minus 1. Let us assume f1 and f2 are the lower 3 dB and upper 3 dB frequencies respectively. Then we have f2 minus fr and fr minus f1. The bandwidth of the n stage identical amplifier is given as, so f2 minus fn, substituting the values over here, f2 minus fr plus fr minus fn, we get bandwidth 1 under root 2 raised to 1 upon n minus 2. So effect of cascading double tune amplifier on bandwidth. When a number of identical double tune amplifiers are connected in cascade, the overall bandwidth of the system is thereby narrowed and the steepness of the side of the response is increased, just as when single tune stages are cascaded. So the quantitative relation between 3 dB of n identical double tune critically coupled stages compared with bandwidth del 2 of such a system can be shown to 3 dB bandwidth. So for n identical stages double tuned amplifiers, del 2 into 2 raised to 1 by 2 minus 1 raised to 1 by 4, del 2 is equal to 3 dB bandwidth of the single stage double tune. So staggered tune amplifier, we have seen that the double tune gives the greater 3 dB bandwidth having steeper sides and flat top, but alignment of double tune amplifier is difficult. So to overcome this problem, two single tune cascaded amplifiers have certain bandwidth are taken and their resonant frequencies are adjusted such that they are separated by an amount equal to the bandwidth of each stage. Since the resonant frequencies are displaced or staggered, they are known as staggered tune amplifier. The advantage of staggered tune amplifier is to have better flat wideband characteristics in contrast with a very sharp rejective narrow band characteristic of synchronously tuned circuits tuned to same resonant frequencies. So response of individual stages, this is the relative amplitudes and this is the responses del 1 by 2 and del, this is half del 1 by 2, this is half del 1 by 2, this is del 1, and overall response of staggered is under 2 del 1, and here is single stage tuned amplifier, and that is the curve for the staggered tuned pair. So we can write the gain for a single tuned amplifier x, where x is equal to 2 effective 2q effective into del. Since in staggered tuned amplifier the two single tuned cascade amplifiers with separate resonant frequencies are used, we can assume that one stage is tuned to the frequency fr plus del and the other to the frequency fr minus del. So fr1 is fr plus del, fr2 is fr minus del. According to these two frequencies, the selective function can be given as AV upon AV at resonance, that is 1 upon 1 plus j x plus 1, and AV upon AV resonance 1 upon j x minus 1. So that the overall gain will be the product of two gains. So substituting the values over here and simplifying it, substituting the value of x, we get 1 upon 4 plus 2 q effective del raised to 4, and by solving we get 2 under root 1 plus 4 Q is to 4 effective into delta is to 4. Large tuned amplifiers, efficiency of tuned amplifier increases as the operation of class A to class C. Output power and efficiency are of great concern in radio transmission. Class C amplifiers are used at the output stages in transmitters. The Q point is below the power supply value. The output is obtained for less than half cycle of the full input. The total angle during which the current flows is less than 180. So the output efficiency of an amplifier increases as the operation shifts from class A to class C through the class AB and class B. As the output power of a radio transmitter is high and efficiency is prime concern, class B and class C are used at the output stages in transmitter. The operation of class B and class C amplifiers are non-linear since the amplifying elements remain cut off during a part of the input signal. The non-linearity generates harmonic of the single frequency at the output of the amplifier. In push-pull arrangement, where the bandwidth requirement is no limited, these harmonics can be eliminated or reduced when a narrow band is desired as a resonant circuit is employed in class B and class C tuned RF power amplifiers to eliminate the harmonics. So class C is said to be class C if the Q point of the input signal is selected such that output signal is obtained less than the half cycle for a full input cycle. Due to such a selection of Q point, transistor remains active for less than half cycle. Hence only that much part is produced at the output. For remaining cycle of the input, the transistor remains cut off and no signal is produced at the output. This is the parallel resonant tank and the output waveform. That is the IC. This is the V output that we are getting. So the maximum output is the P out VRMS square per RC. It is 0.5. It is 47 out of VC. So total output will be PT P out plus P average. So eta will be equal to P out upon P out plus P average. When P out is much higher than P average, the class C efficiency closes the opportunity 1, that is 100%. The applications RF oscillators, RF amplifiers, transmitters, boosters, and amplifiers. So stability of the tuned amplifiers, thermal effect, bias considerations, input signal level, source resistances, bias conditions, types of, depends on these parameters only. That is all for today. Thank you for watching the lecture.